He answered half your questions. My bad. Right. Um, try and not ramble on this one because a lot of passion in it. Um, let's start with why we built it. Like we built a course that says there's a money game being played around you that people don't know, right? And the problem with money is we make it sound really complex. Like we talk about IRR and return and equity and like we make it sound so much more complex than it is, right? And I think that the, and the thing that we realized, I guess, going through the process and then looking back is that's all you were saying. Like, there's this thing called as an example of how complex we make stuff sound. There's this thing called a leverage buyout or LBO. Already sounds scary, right? And it's, we can make it super complex to model and blah, 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 and hard to understand. An LBO is a mortgage on a company. If I said that, you'd be like, oh, I get it. When I say LBO, you're like, huh? Right? And we realize that a lot of money is like that. There's stuff that we can build on that you know. And so we started by saying, look, how do we take, yes, a lot, with this 15 years of experience, put into it. How to explain that really simply, right? But really correctly, right? So the bar we had was anyone should be able to understand this, regardless of whether you've had experience in money or not. And the people who are super qualified in money should be able to be like, yeah, this is really good. And that's a bar. And meeting that is a really tricky thing to do, which is why it took us about a year, because we had to go out and we've tested this course 3 times, right? One as raw content, just hear a bunch of examples, are these examples landing? 2 as a curriculum, here's the entire curriculum, could you read this, does this make sense, are you understanding this, right? 3 as the content, the version that we have right now, well, the version before this, where it's on a platform, not the platform you're gonna see, this platform looks a lot more pretty than the previous one. But we did an internal pilot, just, does this concept work? Are the things as easy to use as we want them to be? Right? Because the stuff we're saying, it sounds complex, but once you understand it, you can break it down, right? It's hard for me to tell you how much money you have in 30 years. But if I give you a sheet that you can plug and play on, then we can make the same quality of decision. We just have to build that sheet. So that's what we went and did. We went and said, look, how do we give you the tools to make the same quality of decisions that we would make? And then how do we find, with tremendous respect, people who in the market are really, really good. Saying this with a ton of humility. For our age group. Good at what we're saying, right? Hopefully you agree, right? But how do we find people who are very advanced in the market for what they're able to say? How do we synthesize that in a way that doesn't seem preachy, right? No one wants to be preached to, and no one wants to be told, well, our age group, some people do. Broadly speaking, you don't want to be preached to, you want to be spoken to in a relatable manner, and you want to be spoken by someone who actually gets the thing you're trying to do. So can we do that? And can we start from where you're trying to go and show you the map to go there? Because what we want is for you to understand the money game as it actually should be played, not what you think is being done, and it's not what's actually being done. So breaking that down for you and equipping you with the same level of tools, that's what makes it really different. We calculated the value of the course. The value of the course is $80,000, which is ridiculous, right? We're not charging that, we're charging $100. Which is crazy for the value. So we will change the price in future, but get on board while it's affordable, right? Well, it'll always be affordable, but get on board at this price point, right? And we're doing a whole bunch of stuff because we know that money is a thing that enters your life, right? Everyone has money problems. Just Warren Buffett has better money problems than the rest of us. But everyone has money problems, right? So can we build a thing that evolves with your life, right? The way you think about money right now is how you think about money right now. It'll change when you get kids. I promise, right? It'll change when you're like, oh, I want to get a house. So can we build something that stands the test of time, but you can keep coming back to? So we built a course that's online that you can keep coming back, and it's look, I'm making the same set of decisions, but with a different point in my life. Can we run through this part of the course? So the first time you do it, please, and for all those who come on board, take the whole course the first time. In 2 years, you'll come back. You're not going to pay again. In 2 years, come back and take the course again because you had kids, or because you wanted to buy a house, or because whatever it is. Take it again for the part that matters to you then. Right? And what we're doing is giving you a tool that does that, because what we do is we teach you how to think through these problems. And when it's really relevant to you, come back to it. Right? Maybe right now you don't have a debt problem, but in 6 months, you're like, holy shoot, I took Tala and Branch and every single thing, and I need to figure this out. Right? Take the part of the course that explains that again, right? And get yourself in order. So we basically built the thing that we wish we had, I wish I had it 7 years ago because I'd have compounded a lot better. And I'm glad I have it now, right? So we built it with 2 goals in mind. One was purely, let's give something really great for the world. And 2, let's give stuff that's good for us. Because we forget this stuff and you go back to it, right? Stuff that that stuff, you're like, oh, that's a really important rule, remember that. build into the course. So we put a ton of value into it, much more value that's in the market. It's by far the best course on personal finance in the market. And I'm not naming competitors, but it's by far the best because we also check the content. Like, we're really, really good, right? We're really, really affordable. And it's stuff that you will understand and be able to make the same quality decisions that we do, which is great. We think.
And with that bombshell, I think we can wrap up. So thank you guys so much for being a great audience, for staying with us for 3 hours.
Wow.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. This is the first event that we've done, so please give us feedback on how we can improve it. Let us know how you found it, what you liked, what you didn't like, what we should keep, what we should not keep. Follow us on Instagram, and hopefully we'll see you on the course. Thank you.